peace of mind. Tired of that business talk, people just blowing off smoke. Need a simple walk, need me some peace of mind. Just a little peace of mind, and a little satisfaction. A little peace of mind, satisfaction. You can fly private planes, you can drop your long fancy names, play all those dumb silly games. Just give me my peace of mind. Don't need fancy cars, don't give me those sweet fat cigars. I ain't no bad superstar, just want me some peace of mind. Just a little peace of mind, and a little satisfaction. Just a little peace of mind, satisfaction. Satisfaction. Gotta make time slow down and get off this merry-go-round and out of this noisy ass town and find me some peace of mind. Tired of that bullshit talk and people just blow and smoke. I need to take a simple walk, I need me some peace of mind. Just a little peace of mind, and a little satisfaction. A little peace of mind, satisfaction. Ay, ay, ay. Ooh. A little peace of mind. Oh, just a little satisfaction.
Hi, once again, this is Derek Conyer, the Derek Conyer Experience. When I get a chance to tell my narrative, get it off my chest, and just stay informed and just vibe out with people. This is my opportunity. I started this in 2020, to be honest with you. My name is Derek Conyer. I'm a singer and I'm an artist who lives in Sweden. For some of those who don't know, I've been here for over 20 years. A little bit of my story. Don't want to go too deep, but the subject tonight is heaviness. Some stuff is just too heavy to carry. Heaviness. When I say heaviness, I think everybody understands that. It's a spirit of heaviness that goes about a person who don't have any faith at all. Let me rewind that. I think most people who have faith and don't really realize it's faith. You have hopes that it'll get better. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's faith in action. That's faith. Just having hopes that it will get better. It doesn't have to get better, but you're in hope, in desperate hope. But it's still faith. And see, without it, nobody can get anything done. It's the currency here. It's the currency in heaven. It's just the way it is. Hey, I'm just one beggar telling another beggar where I found the bread. The truth is that everybody is going through a spirit of heaviness at one time. And I think a lot of people have been through this over the course of the year, this pandemic we've been living in. And I don't know how other people are getting by or what they're doing to get by. I've always remained in faith each and every day. That's just the way I live. I believe that things are going to get better. I just believe that. I mean, I'm a person that refuses to deal with anything less than it's going to be better. That's just how my people operate and how we got by. And this is how I get by. I'm not stupid to the evidence, but I just have faith. Anyway, the spirit of heaviness. Let's talk about that. That's going to take a couple weeks. I think, for example, what creates a spirit of heaviness on each of us? I think when we neglect each morning by waking, when we have this great opportunity of waking up, and we neglect that opportunity to take advantage of the full new 24. The full new 24 means new opportunities, new downloads, new functions, new everything. It's about you. You can't let everything run together. Each and every night you got to dissect. I do. I'm just saying personally. You ain't got to do anything. I'm just saying what I do. I dissect my day and try to figure out, did I do better? Did I do better? I want to reach the highest peak of what Derek can achieve. You see what I'm saying? And I want to lay aside every single heavy weight. Lay aside every single heavy weight and run my race. This is what it's all about. This is a race. Some people are stagnant. Some people are stagnant. Let's say unforgiveness, for example, creates a spirit of heaviness. Let's say the spirit of jealousy creates a spirit of heaviness. Let's say that to covet one another thing, to covet what I have and not understand what's going on. To covet something is to be jealous and to be envious. These things are hard to carry, and sometimes it's hard to battle, because to be blessed is to be envied until liquidated down to inspiration. So I believe that being blessed is to be envied. So that means God gives me what you want. And then then you can learn from me. Two ways about it. You can be envious of me, or you can learn from me. That's how I've done it my entire life. I've never been envious of anyone. That's too heavy to carry. Say that with me. That's too heavy to carry. I can't be jealous of you, and I want you to be jealous of me. I wish for you the best, and I want you to wish for me the best. This is, I mean, what are we racing for? I'm not racing towards anything. I'm trying to get the best of Derek out of the deal. And if you happen to be in my wingspan or my life or in my footsteps or in my surrounding area, we're going the same direction. It's possible. So I'm not competitive in my nature. I just want to be the best that Derek can offer. The best that God can offer Derek. So we have to lay aside every heavy weight. So being envious is too heavy to carry. So for example, wanting what I have and not understanding what I did to get what I've got. See, the thing is that most people want to get there as quick as possible with less work. And I believe each season requires that we work diligently, and we remain humble about the gifts that we receive. I think at this time when we're down and we're on lockdown, we should sharpen our tools. What do I mean by sharpen our tools? Okay, for example, having faith is a tool. Or living in fear. There's two choices. You can be acerbated with actually saying that there's no hope, or you can be diligent with trying to move forward and saying, I believe that something's going to happen. I believe something's going to happen for me today, and I press towards that. I have a right to the day, to the joy of a day. I have a right to be in joy in that day. I have that right. So what I'm saying from me to you is there's no reason to envy anyone when you've actually been negligent about the blessing that you received. When you start looking at my plate and say, oh, what he got, man, then you're not looking at what you've got. And that creates a spirit of heaviness, quite frankly. I just say we'll start with jealousy as the first subject of the spirit of heaviness, because it goes on and on and on, the things that we take in. Remember, keep in mind that we're talking about our portals also, right? And what we see and what we hear. What I see and what I hear, I'm not this religious nut, but I take the time in my day to worship. Worship means I play gospel music and I sing with it. I edify God, not just myself. I take that little small time during a day, which it may be small to you, but it's huge to me because this is where my whole vibe comes from. Listening to positive things in life. Listening to something that's going to give me something. I don't just watch stupid stuff on TV. I watch what I take in. I watch what I hear. And quite frankly, I think that's the basis and the root to all spirit of heaviness. Your intake. Your intake and your negligence of being thankful for the things that you've got. So here's a key factor. This is just one small concept. How do I get, so you say, how do I get rid of the spirit of heaviness? How do I get to a place where I'm feeling lighter? How do I get to a place where I'm feeling refreshed? Okay, hey, I live in Sweden. I live in Stockholm, Sweden. That's a few hours from the Arctic Circle. There's a lot of nature out here. I get out here and I walk. As a matter of fact, I was walking the other day and I slipped and fell on the ice, hurt my back a little bit, but I'm still moving forward. But listen, get out there and get some of that nature. Get some of that refreshing feeling, man, when you're out there and you're breathing in heavy and you're going for a walk. You can't neglect those walks. You can't neglect God's beautiful nature. You'd be foolish not to. That's one thing that I do. And the next thing is I always try to focus on what my thoughts and what I've leaned towards. Or if I'm feeling magnetic to something that's my future, that's something positive, or am I feeling magnetic to something that's going to be negative? That's going to keep me wanting what somebody else has? Or am I going to go and live out the best that God gave me? Or try to find out what it is. So if you become envious of someone or you're jealous of somebody, then do your homework and your studies to become that which you want to see. If that's what you want to see and that's what's pulling you. I say turn that negativity into something positive. Let it liquidate down to some inspiration. Spirit of heaviness will land on anybody. First of all, frustration. Frustration is a spirit of heaviness. What are you frustrated about? Yeah, we got opportunity to go back to square root one where we're just living with the family and we're being shut off from all the nonsense and who knows, we may be even healing the planet with this nature. Who knows? I know God has got a freeze on everything, and I'm taking the best advantages I can as I'm studying. I'm learning new instruments. I'm focusing more on God. Sometimes I fall off the wagon. I feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be, but I'm still struggling. I'm still moving forward, and I'm still thankful for each day. So it's very important to shake off that spirit of heaviness and feel good about yourself. You have a right to the joy of your day. You have a right to have joy in your steps. You have a right to everything in life. But long as you share. So long as you share, you have a right to any and everything. So God only blesses to be so you can be a blessing. It's just the way it works. So this thing can go around. So if he bless me to bless you, then you go ahead and bless somebody else. Get that thing off of you. That spirit of heaviness off of you. Live clean. I mean, you got to try your best to live clean, but eat clean. Try the best to not smoke and do different things and try not to become obsessed with things. When things become your God, then you feel like you're going down and you're floating. God has to remain right at the top for me. And I sometimes get, certain things in order, 1, 2, 3. I'm not a religious person. I'm just telling you how I live. I'm sharing how one beggar found the bread. That's the key factor for me. I'm not doing anything else. I'm not trying to preach to anybody. I'm just sharing. So my thing is that if we're going to get there together, we got to share some of our inspiration, share some of our experiences, share some of our vibes. Try this out. I go live every Wednesday from 8 o'clock, and I try to spend 15 minutes of sharing and get things off my chest, and it lightens the weight for me. So being here with you lightens my weight during the week. Sometimes I feel like skipping it, but I know I can't and I shouldn't skip it because it's a vital piece of me feeling better during that day. So do whatever makes you feel better, but don't be selfish. Make sure it's inspiring and it's sharing with somebody else. You ought to try that. It's a beautiful pocket to live in. Well, anyway, my name is Derek Conyer. My time is up. And I want to tell you one thing. I love you. If you haven't heard it today, you heard it from me. So let's go be about it. Let's go grind. Let's go make something happen. Don't just talk about it. Let's be about it. Let love be the issue because hate can't stay where love lives. Ain't no sense of hating on me because I love you. Yes, I said it. I love you. Until next Wednesday, may God bless any endeavor you decide to touch or you decide to put your head and your mind on. Huh? Be blessed. I'm out, okay? Peace.